In this video, it's a beautiful sunny day in downtown Vancouver, Washington, and I'm going to give you a tour of this area right now. So let's get started. Hey everybody, it's your host Dave Baker with the Living in Vancouver, Washington team. Now, if this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about what it's like to live, to work, to eat, to sleep, and to get outdoors and have some fun in Vancouver, Washington, or in Portland, Oregon, then you know what you've got to do. You've got to click that little subscribe button and tap that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a video all about living in Vancouver, Washington, living in the Pacific Northwest, and the whole area. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Vancouver, Washington, or Portland, Oregon, then you've got to get in touch with us, okay? You can send us an email, you can send a text message, give us a call, schedule a video down below, and we'll have a call together, because I am constantly talking about Vancouver, Washington, talking about Portland, just talking about Pacific Northwest with so many people and about all the cool things that it has to offer. So make sure that you reach out and get in touch so that we can help you relocate and make your move to the Pacific Northwest. So when you're thinking about moving to Vancouver and you're wondering how big is the city, is there going to be enough to do, is it the kind of place where I want to live? If you're looking for things to do in the sense of, going out to dinner and having a lot of opportunities to have fun and to even go down to the water, then I think it's a really good place. I've been looking at housing and real estate in different cities, really all across America for many years. And for me, I do like the opportunity to be able to go out and find something fun within just a few miles of my house. I've spent some time in some smaller cities. Even when I visit friends in smaller cities, just for a short amount of time, they often say something to me like, "Dave, there's nothing to do here." And I didn't really understand what that was or what they meant because I had always lived close to something. So for me, it was a real shock to go somewhere where I really felt like there was nothing to do. And coming here, it reminds me more and more of what I need in the vicinity of my house or in my neighborhood. I need some commerce. And if that's important to you, that is available here. But on the other hand, if you want to live somewhere in Vancouver, or you want to move to Camas, Washington, or you want to move to Washougal, Washington, then don't worry. You can also get an actual house, a single family home or a townhouse or a condo where you don't have to be in the heart of any sort of action. There are a lot of great quiet neighborhoods around where you'll be far enough that you won't be bothered by tourists or traffic or really have to deal with a lot of noise. But it's just nice to know that you have something conveniently located within a few miles of your home. And on additional tours, when we go through Camas, Washington, and when I take you through Washougal, you'll see that there are very small downtowns in those neighborhoods. And they're a lot different than this because the downtown is mostly on a single main street. Here, there are quite a few streets that actually make up what's called downtown Vancouver, Washington. All right, let's continue. Unlike being in a much bigger city like Portland, when you come to downtown Vancouver, it's more of a destination for you. You're not living necessarily in downtown, but rather you come here for services. You can come over to this cool shave shop here, get a classic shave. Maybe you're coming to eat dinner, coming to have lunch, coming to meet friends, coming to this wine tasting room. I mean, there are a lot of businesses down here. It's a great day for filming because there aren't so many people out today. So it gives me an opportunity to show you the neighborhood, but you're not seeing how busy it generally is. Here's a historical building. There's another retail store.
You have another brewery, which I mentioned the downtown has got a lot of breweries in it.
Let's go across the street now. Show you some more of the neighborhood. One of the reasons I wanted to make this video is because it comes to my attention that there are people who are asking me more and more, what is there to do locally? Now, I think that's changed a lot because travel has been slow lately, right? So people are interested more and more in local activities that are available. So they want to know what's really close by.
There's a cute mural which represents the farmers market that takes place in Vancouver.
It's quite a sunny day. So when you're thinking about housing here and moving to Vancouver, there are houses that are in the walkable or in a walkable distance to downtown, which I like. And if that's what you're looking for, make sure that you let us know when you reach out and contact us. If you're looking for something walkable, that is available. But if you're looking for something new, the newer developments are further from downtown. And by new, I mean new or newer. Here's another restaurant I just want to show you. And here is a huge new building which said it's going to feature, obviously those are apartments, but it's going to feature some other stuff as well. It's saying there's going to be retail and restaurant space downstairs. It's nice that when they build a new residential building, they include some things for the other residents, such as restaurants, cafes, and stores. Let's continue on the tour here.
Just another new building. You'll notice as we come around the corner that they opened, that's right, another brewery, which is so popular. It's amazing how many breweries you see in the Northwest area. Here's a bridal store behind me. And here is a tea house and apothecary. Not something I see often.
Across the street here,
there is a kind of a main bus stop. Something interesting I've been noticing in Vancouver is these new bus stops. Now I understand, a lot of people watching this video probably think, I never take the bus. Why would I care about that? But it's just something to take note of. It's worth noting that they're upgrading public transportation and public transit and how things are changing in the community. And I actually spent a lot of time in the Northwest, and I did use public transit more than I ever did in the past, but I know it's not something people do from everywhere. So if you're coming from a suburb or a place where you always drive everywhere, then seeing public transit as a priority is probably not common. It makes sense. I actually just bumped into some locals in Vancouver, and they were just telling me why they love it here and how much it's grown through downtown. They didn't want to be on camera, but it's okay. We, gets me inspired, and it's fun to talk to local people and see that they love where they live. We were just talking about how behind me you've got some new buildings. Let's show you over here. You got another bar, restaurant, and grill. A vacant building, but it's a newer building, so it's been upgraded.
Now, of course, hold on, let's let the motorcycles go by. Here you have another restaurant and bar and grill. There's a commerce center, as they seem to call it,
Which would be an office building, most likely.
Something I liked about this downtown, which I thought was interesting, is that it's definitely a slower pace. For example, Portland is only about 10 miles away. So that's Portland, Oregon. You could be there in 8 to 10 miles. It's very close, but the downtown is a lot busier than a place like this one. But that downtown is significant, and a lot of people actually live in the downtown area, which is different than here, because here it's somewhere you're probably going to just drive to so you can go out to dinner. The downtown area, and here's another one of the new breweries I want to show you. Something that you see a lot of in the Pacific Northwest are local breweries, microbreweries, and a lot of them are also going to feature restaurants, which obviously you see right behind me.
across the street, just outside the downtown, you see a beautiful historical building. See some more commerce over here, a little shopping center. Now we're just off the main street. We're not actually on Main Street right now. We're on a side street. So remember, there's more to the downtown Vancouver area here in Washington than just the main street. There are a couple of streets that make up the downtown area. And I use the word Main Street literally. It's called Main Street. Here's another cafe across the street here. You'll notice that some of the buildings are actually really modern. So you have a nice mix of modern and historical buildings. But what's cool is that they design the modern buildings to have a historical feel. Here you can see, it looks like they're adding some outdoor seating at another place. This is a climbing center. It's one of those rock climbing gyms. Let's do a quick tour here. Behind me, there's another restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant inside of an office building. That's something I love about being in or close to a downtown. You have offices upstairs and a lot of retail downstairs. Here you have a theater. Here's a waffle and coffee restaurant. That's pretty cool and unique. Something that I think is fun when you're in a city area, again, even if it's just a small city like Vancouver, Washington, something really cool is that you get these niche type of restaurants where you just have some kind of special featured food. All right, let's go across the street. So we are back literally on Main Street right now. It is a holiday when I'm filming this, so keep in mind that a lot of people are probably spending time with family and at home. That's why you don't see a lot of people out. But let's look at some of the other stores you've got. Some local shops here. We've got a barber shop. And across the street, we have another office building. We have a store for furniture and plants. You have a wine bar. We have a small local theater, although it looks like it's showing some newer movies. We have a printing place. Of course, you have a bunch of hair salons. Something I often notice in these types of areas is that you see a lot of beauty salons and hair salons. I think that people like a lot of options for that stuff. But let's get back to one of my favorite things. Here's another cafe. I think it's closed today for the holiday. Let's get you a quick glimpse of the side streets. All right, everybody. So remember, if you're thinking about moving to Vancouver, Washington, or Portland, Oregon, you've got to get in touch with us, okay? The team cannot wait to help you. Send us an email, send us a text message, give us a call 24/7, nights and weekends. We've got your back with your move and we want to help you. Are you ready to schedule a call with a video chat? Get down there and click that Zoom call link so you can schedule your call right now. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell, because every time I see a new subscriber, I get inspired to put out new videos all about the cities. And I cannot wait to tell you more about these awesome locations. Take care, everyone. See you soon.